Streaming from your computer and from all over the internet, this is all Andy Alfred.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Yes, I can. Now I'm gonna leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab me, raps in the bucket, can't have me. I'll be the president one day. Just to be first. Oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one drinking what gossip.com.
And now, your host for all Andy Alfred,
Yeah, I got a friend.
Andy Alfred.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah.
I get a feeling that I'm never gonna feel before. I Get a Good Feeling by Flow Rider, of course. Great song to open up with all Andy Alfred. After all, Toronto is hot, while Detroit is not. Cleveland is the new leader in the clubhouse for the AL Central. Toledo is a laughing stock of the International League and also in the Tiger Farm system. And Bob is signed for $5 million. And we're only 2 days away from the 4th of July. And I love you guys, and welcome into this edition, another edition of All Andy Alfred, the July 2nd edition, right here on Clayfan 2-3. I am your host, Andy Alfred, welcoming you into the program, welcoming you into another edition of All Andy Alfred. Yesterday was Canada Day. I hope you enjoyed our program. If you haven't seen it yet, go back and take a look at it. We pay homage to the Canadian culture. We'll be paying homage to the United States, of course, on Thursday's edition of All Andy Alfred. And you know what the catchphrase will be on Thursday. But, Sanjay, I guess you burned down the bakery. Who gives two flying fucks? Because the Detroit Tigers are on a losing streak. Detroit was a loser yesterday to the Toronto Blue Jays, 8-3. Alvarez did get the loss. He goes to 1-2 with a 5.03 ERA. R.A. Dickey gets the win. He goes to 8-8 with a 4.59 ERA. Well, tonight the Tigers will get back into action as they'll take on the Blue Jays in this 4-game set before headed to Cleveland. And we will be in Cleveland on Monday for a special version of All Andy Alfred. I hope you will be there to join us. It looks like it's going to happen. We're not set in stone yet. We'll give you more details as they come available, but it looks like Monday, the 8th of July, we will be in Cleveland, Ohio, for all Andy Alfred for the big finale series game against the Cleveland Indians. Tonight it will be Doug Fister on the hill. He's 6-5 with a 3.50 ERA. He'll take on Ching-Ming Wong. For Toronto, he's 1-1 with a 5.24 ERA, 7:07 start time on FSN Detroit. Wednesday will be Max Scherzer on the hill. He is now 12-0 with a 3.10 ERA, and he's proving to me that he can be the pitcher for the playoffs. He's probably ready for the playoffs. 12-0 with a 3.10 ERA. He'll take on Josh Johnson, who's 1-2 with a 5.21 ERA, 7:07 start time. And in the concluding game of the series, it will be the ace of the Detroit Tigers staff, Justin Verlander, who is 8-5 with a 3.77 ERA. He'll take on Rogers, who is 3-3 with a 3.12 ERA. Game time 7:07 at that time, and then they will head to Cleveland for a big 4-game series this weekend, July 5th through the 8th. And speaking of the Indians are getting back into action tonight. They'll take on the Kansas City Royals. It will be, since they are now in first place, they are the headhunters in the AL Central. It will be Corey Kluber on the hill this evening. For Cleveland, he is 6-5 with a 4.16 ERA. He'll take on Mendoza, who is 2-4 with a 4.16 ERA. Game time 8:10. That game on Fox Sports Time. Wednesday will be Scott Kazmir on the hill, 4-4 with a 4.83 ERA. He'll take on Jeremy Guthrie, who is 7-6 with a 4.11 ERA. 8:10 start time on that one. And Thursday, the concluding game on July 4th, it will be Alberto Jimenez on the hill. He's 6-4 with a 4.63 ERA. He'll take on James Shields, who is 3-6 with a 2.99 ERA. And then Detroit will go on the road and play Cleveland for a 4-game set. Notable games yesterday in the major leagues for you guys. Milwaukee was a loser to Washington, 10-5. Arizona 4, the Mets 5. The Miami Marlins blanked the San Diego Padres 4-0. In a shortened 6-inning game, the Cincinnati Reds were a winner over the San Francisco Giants 8-1. The New York Yankees pick up a big win over the Minnesota Twins 10-4. And Tampa blanks the Houston Astros 12-0. Going into today's play, this is what the American League Central standings looks like going into today. Cleveland leads the division. They are 44-38. In first place, 7-3 in their last 10. In second place, it is the Detroit Tigers. They are 43-38, half game out of first place. 3-7 in their last 10 games. Kansas City is in third place. They're 38-41, 4.5 out, 4-6 in their last 10. Minnesota is in fourth place. They are 36-43, 6.5 out, 3-7 in their last 10. And the Chicago White Sox are rounding out the division. They are 32-47, 10.5 out, 3-7 in their last 10. Tomorrow on the program, we will have Nick DeVera from Rational Pastimes on. He just came out with an article called "The Great Chicago Fire Sale." It's talking about what players in the Chicago organization could be dealt. And we're going to break that down too. I'm also going to ask him your questions. You still have time to post questions for tomorrow's show. Please send a comment underneath this show or underneath yesterday's show. Please keep it baseball appropriate. Please keep it appropriate for the show. And I'll be very pleased to see what your comments are, because I'm going to ask him about Yasiel Puig and if he should be in the All-Star game. It'd be very interesting to see about that. Well, the Mud Hens lose again. They get shut out again. They got shut out on Sunday, 5-0, and they get shut out again yesterday, 7-0. Hankins gets the loss. He goes to 3-4 with a 3.20 ERA. Valdez gets the win. He goes to 3-3 with a 3.06 ERA. Rupp is second. Overbank is 15th, in front of 7,585 at Coca-Cola Ballpark. Game time, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Oh, it's over. This season's over, folks. It was over when I made the rant last Monday. A week ago, last Monday. When they lost to Pawtucket, and I just flipped my crap. I'll still root for them. I'll still talk about them on the program. I'll still put the stuff up. They'll get back into action tonight. They'll take on Lehigh Valley in the concluding game of the series. It will be Lobstein on the hill for Toledo. He is 1-0 with a 3.60 ERA. Coran gets the start for Lehigh Valley. He's 3-2 with a 4.91 ERA. Game time 7:05 tonight on iHeartRadio station 1230 WCWA. You can listen to that game there as well. Looking at the iOS standings going into tonight's play, Indianapolis leads the division. They are 55-31, 5-5 in their last 10. Louisville is in second place. They are 42-43, 12.5 games out of first place, 5-5 in their last 10. Columbus is in third place. They are 38-47, 16.5 out, 4-6 in their last 10. And then rounding out the division, it is the Toledo Mud Hens. They are 34-52. 21 games out of first place, folks. 2-8 in their last 10. We need you going, Phil. It's got to happen. You can't blame Papa Grande for losses. That's why we need to fire Phil Nevin. Hashtag, in all caps, fire Phil Nevin. Follow the show at all Andy Alfred. That's all Andy Alfred. NBA news for you today. David West signed with the Indiana Pacers. It is a done deal at that part. But the big story is in the NHL for you Blue Jacket fans. Finally, we get it done. Sergei Bobrovsky gets his deal. 2 years, $5.625 million deal for 2 years as being the goaltender. $11 million deal estimated for those 2 years. Very good pickup for them. The GM of the Blue Jackets, Kiro Niemczyk, wanted this deal done. He got it done. And now we can worry about free agency, because free agency starts on Friday. I would love to see the Jackets go after a Briere or Vinny LeCavalier. We need another star player out there besides R.J. Umberger and of course, Bobrovsky. Because Bobrovsky is not a star because of the NHL 2014 cover vote, which by the way went to Martin Brodeur. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Bobrovsky is your Vezina Trophy winner, and he does not get it because fat ass gets the win. Unbelievable. Fat ass is the term for Sean Avery used for Martin Brodeur. That's very interesting to say the least. I don't really talk about this that much, but the Tour de France is going on right now. I've been watching a lot of that lately, and Duran's surprise win gets in Stage 3, changes hands of the yellow jersey. They've already got Stage 3. They'll be riding in through France for the next 6 weeks. We'll keep you posted on that. Hey, let me hold on just 1 second. Alright, I gotta get some recommendations in for you guys, of course. The Mudhens are home starting tomorrow night against the Columbus Clippers. Then they'll play 2 against Indianapolis and 3 against Louisville. Get your tickets by calling 419-725-HENS or mudhens.com. Also, go out and pick up Big Time Rush's new album, 24/7. Very good album. Go pick it up. 24/7 is their popular hit, Like Nobody's Around. Confetti Falling is a good song. Crazy for You. And, of course, my favorite hit, Picture This. Are you having any dental problems? Do you need Invisalign? Do you need a new crown? We'll set up an appointment with my friends at Dr. Zuhari in Fisher's office on Dixie Highway in Rossford, Ohio. Dr. Z's been in the business for so long. He does crowns in-house. He has teeth whitening. He has Invisalign. He also does so much more. You name it, we got it. He's got it. If you need an extraction for your wisdom teeth, you can do that as well too. Set an appointment by calling 419-666-3327. That's 419-666-3327. Or visit zfdentist.com. They have fixed my smile. Glad to say they'll fix yours at the same time. Tomorrow on the program, we will break down the Tiger and Indian games. Also the Mudhens tonight as well too. And as much more news to get to this week. And don't forget, the 4th of July is Thursday, so the 4th of July edition of All Andy Alfred will be fantastic. I am Andy Alfred. Oh, I gotta get this in too. I forgot to mention this too. I had a great time last night with some friends of mine, Drake and Delaney. You guys we had a great time. We got some wings. Me and Drake went and saw Monsters University. That's a recommendation. Go see that movie. That is hilarious. It's a funny movie with Billy Crystal and John Goodman. Very, very well done movie by Disney and Pixar. Gotta say that. And I had great wings at B-Dubs, Barbecue Hot, delicious boneless wings from the Perrysburg location at B-Dubs. Oh, true friends! And those are really my true friends. They are really my best friends after losing a friend. I am Andy Alfred, and I hope you have a terrific rest of the day. Go Tigers! Let's go! Let's pick up some wins! We got a big series ahead of us! Go Tribe against Kansas City. Come on, Mudhens, pick it up. And yes, for Bobrovsky. As always, I'm pulling for you. We are all in this together. Keep your stick on the ice, folks. And to the teams behind me. And to you, the viewers at home. The victory is sweetest when we have tasted defeat. Have a nice night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for another edition of All Andy Alfred. Love you guys. See you later.